Welcome to QSMP Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the QSMP.
Hold on, I'm moving the chat so you guys can actually see what's being told. Hold on, you cheeky, silly people. One moment. Let me fix it. All right. Okay. Ready, steady, go.
Federation. My name is Cucurucho, and
Hello.
I will be your host today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started. On March 22nd, 2023,
Okay.
17 guests arrived at Quesadilla Island.
Love it. Let's
Split
go
into
visit.
two groups separated by a wall. The guests were instructed to restore power to the island through teamwork. Upon completion, the guests were met with a broadcast from a friendly duck, welcoming them to the island and making them aware of one simple, very easy to follow rule. Do not press the red button. All guests immediately opted to disregard this rule, resulting in the destruction of a portion of the...
I'm sorry, but if you make it a rule not to touch a red button, I'm going to touch the red button. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if I see a blaring button that's like, don't touch this, I will accidentally fall over my feet, accidentally, and bang my forehead against the said button. Anyway, moving on.
the wall. This united the two groups of guests and, more importantly, the duck informed the guests that due to breaking the rule, they would never be able to leave the island. The guests, unsure of what to do, did the only thing they could: play Minecraft.
True! Fed! Oh yeah, wait, true. I'm gonna have to put it in English so I can understand. Sorry, gamers. Sorry to all my international gamers here. I'm gonna have to put the subtitles in English because there's gonna be clips that aren't in English. And I want to understand what's happening. I'm really sorry. If you want, you can watch it the same time as me, chat. And you can just pause it, so then you can understand it too. That'll be quite fun. We're like having a watch party. It's like a sleepover. Okay, we're moving back on. Okay, chat, I love you guys.
Throughout the week, the guests socialized and explored the island together, all of them meeting someone very important. The QSMP Census Bureau representative, swiftly dubbed Cucurucho, or Cito
Hi.
Bingo.
He looks like a little bear. He's just a guy. I trust him. Should I trust him? I trust him.
The QSMP Census Bureau came around to gather some information from all guests on the island.
I trust him.
What the? What? Sí, buenos días. Ay, güey.
Foolish was the first one to meet two strange entities, the angel and the devil. Strange, powerful entities that reward the guest with illegal items.
I come here to make love and peace.
Make love? You want to make love with me? No, that's fine. I'm single. We could...
On day 13, the guests received another message from the duck. During this news, the guests learned that, as a result of the wall's destruction, a dragon that resided on the island had flown away and abandoned its eggs. From this point on, the guests were instructed to take care of the eggs in pairs of English and Spanish speakers.
Chayanne, esta canción es para ti.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah, Dapper. Oh
Yeah!
my goodness.
Deline, tomorrow you are going to have a wrestling match with the neighbor kid. Are you ready? Come on, throw a jab, baby, throw a jab. Yeah, throw a jab.
Is this an illegal egg fighting ring? Toby, is this an illegal egg fighting? Don't cheer for him. Fuck you, Dapper! Toby, who should I cheer for? Toby, did I just bully a child? Toby, are you making me bully a child? Toby, I don't want to bully a child. I mean, I will. Dapper is the worst? Okay. Fuck them kids.
Jab, throw a jab.
Two members were left as single parents, Quackity, whose other partner was a mystery, and Bad Boy
Chase
Halo,
the
who
goat?
played alone.
Okay.
These unfit parents have to ensure the health and safety of the eggs until their true mother returns. Within the span of the week, multiple eggs lost one of two lives permanently. Due to neglect, Ramon, Juana Flipa, Cheyenne, and Talene lost lives.
¿Cómo le hizo, güey?
Oh, what is it, Cheyenne? Oh, no? What? Oh, Ramon! Ramon!
Then, disaster struck. Notorious misclicker El Mariano slayed his own daughter in an unfortunate accident, leaving his husband in shambles. Slimesicle turned furious from the grief and went on a murderous rampage, aiming.
Slimesicle turned furious from the grief and went on a murderous rampage. I'm just imagining Charlie ripping off his shirt and being like, "What a flipper, no!"
Aiming to slay all the other eggs to force a result of all of the eggs' lives, including his daughter's.
Holy fudge.
Come here! Come here, you rat! You little rat! You rat child! Where are you? Where are you?
Fortunately, Slimesicle is a terrible child murderer.
Oh my god, mommy! Jesus shit! Oh! Burger! That's a burger! Okay, that's a burger! Ow! Ow! Fuck! Okay, ow! Ow! My bones!
With all that ruckus, Cucurucho arrived to analyze the situation. All of Slimesicle's friends supported the idea of holding a trial to determine the fate of Juana Flipa and the possibility of reviving her. Thus, the trial of Juana Flipa was held.
Oh, that was cool!
On day 22, the two sides prepared to face each other at the courtroom. Prior to the trial,
This is
Slimesicle
so
had
cool.
managed to somehow convince 5 separate people to represent him against Mariana and Royer in the trial.
May my lawyer please proceed to the stand?
Yes. I mean...
The opposing parties presented their arguments on why Juana Flipa should get to live. Unintentionally, the trial also acted as a way to defame both Mariana and Foolish, due to foolish rumors of promiscuity.
What is it showing?
Oh! That was before I got into a family relationship with Vegeta, and there's no connection between us whatsoever anymore.
Slimesicle's transgressions towards Cheyenne were brought up by Philza with damning video evidence. But, by the end of the trial, the verdict was to revive Juana Flipa, as long as Mariana and Slime served a jail sentence, which they escaped to see their daughter again.
Get it. Go. Go. I've won.
The drama of it all!
Juana Flipa!
This happiness could not last forever. On day 23, Talene had been in the custody of Royer for the day. Upon meeting with Slime, he offered to take care of Talene with Juana Flipa for the day. As the three went on their way, enemies showed up and they had to fight for their lives. Tragically, Talene was in the wrong place at the wrong time, being struck down by Slime's sword.
Slime! What the fuck, man? Mataste a Tilín! Quackity is going to kill you, man!
Your nephew just died and the only thing you can think of is taking a fucking selfie in front of his body?
No, it's not a selfie, it's a proof! Because you killed my fucking Tilín! It was my Tilín!
Slime exiled himself out of deep shame, leaving Royer to take care of Juana Flipa. Meanwhile, in a quiet corner, Trump lost his second life due to neglect, forgotten entirely by the members of the island. During his exile, Slime regretted his carelessness in handling his sword. Meanwhile, another case of a misclick occurs. Mariana slays Juana Flipa again, officializing her final death. A funeral was announced to be held for the lost eggs in the official Federation Church. On one strange day.
So, what I'm hearing is I just shouldn't misclick ever. Are we right? Am I right? Because if I accidentally misclick, I'm going to murder someone by accident. Yeah, no, we're on the same page. Okay, great. That's all I wanted to know. All right.
An entity called Aaron awakened within Lasso, an artificial intelligence that lay inside his consciousness.
Okay,
Confused by the
normal.
world, he started communicating through the chat. Fellow guests arrived at his location,
Finally.
confused at what was going on with their friend. After a bit of friendly torture where they presumed they could make Lasso snap out of this strange state, they eventually realized that this really was a different entity. They taught him about the world and how things work. He was very excited and curious about the new experiences, though quickly learned about how cruel the outside can be. Lasso and Darren would share his body, trading control on a whim whenever the former would lay down and sleep for the night. For the most part, Lasso spent his time like any other guest, causing trouble for the others by placing landmines around the place, while Aaron expanded his understanding.
What? Just like a normal guest, you know, just planting bombs and everywhere. It's a pretty average Tuesday. the natural progression, really. You join a server, you blow things up, you go off about your day. Nothing really matters. Natural night.
Of the world, he decided that it was his purpose to ensure that the outside world was free of danger. He declares his new learnings
that's
that the world is beautiful and dangerous at the same time. And that every moment spent alive
that's
is worth
not.
enjoying.
Oh, that is.
Wilbur returned to the server after a long absence, meeting Fit MC and catching up on what he had missed. He was unaware that he was about to be forced into parenthood, just like all the other guests. As Wilbur and Fit investigated the daycare, they discovered an attic. Within it, they found a new egg. With some reluctance, Wilbur eventually agreed to become her father. Despite sustaining herself entirely on dirt, Tallulah was a healthy, happy child that quickly bonded with her new father, who got attached very quickly to his musical daughter.
Oh.
On day 27, the members gathered to mourn the loss of Trum, Talene, and Wanaflipa.
No!
Slimecicle attended the funeral virtually from a secret location, using the cameras he had planted around the building to watch it. But, he quickly revealed himself when he saw Quackity get taken away by Cucurucho to a secret room.
Trump? Es mi hijo? Trump!
Oh.
The parents of the deceased eggs were allowed a few last moments to say goodbye. However, Slimecicle believed that there still would be a way to bring his child back. After the funeral was over, the guests began to show hostility towards each other. The QSMP members showed their strong displeasure with the following events. The first fight broke out between Spreen and Dapper, which resulted in a fight between Spreen and Bad Boy Hollow in the graveyard. Spectators placed their bets on the fight, and eventually Bad Boy Hollow lost. The second fight occurred between a distraught Quackity and Slimecicle, as revenge for killing Talene. Due to Quackity's lack of combat skills, Slime let him win to give him a sense of closure. And of course, after all the stressful dramatic fights, Foolish and Leonarda had a friendly parent-child sparring session. Deeply hit by grief after the loss of their children, Quackity and Slimecicle began scheming. While Quackity's plan was to deceive the others and rob them, Slimecicle had other ideas.
What if we just why don't we just start up with the egg thing and just see where it goes? Maybe you and Mariana could help.
I like the idea. The next time I see you, you're gonna be all dressed up, and I'm gonna introduce you to everyone. I'm gonna say that I have a new son, that I got pregnant overnight. I have a new son.
That's beautiful.
And you'll get along with all the eggs.
Slimecicle would disguise himself as an egg, and be adopted by Quackity as his new son. It was a flawless plan that was definitely not an unhealthy coping mechanism, though their scheming was being intruded.
Wait!
A flawless plan that was definitely not an unhealthy.
It was a flawless plan! That was definitely not an unhealthy coping mechanism! Me when I'm mourning the loss of my child, so I become a new egg and pretend that I am the child of Quackity, so that I can cope with the loss of my child. Anyone else do that? Like I said, it's an average Tuesday night.
Healthy coping mechanism, though their scheming was being intruded upon by Bad Boy Hollow.
Happens
and
all the time.
Slimecicle quickly deployed his #1 strategy of deterring unwanted listeners.
Hey! I know you're over here, and I'm gonna start listing every fucking sex fact I know. Sex fact number 1, vulva. Sex fact number 2, clitoris. Sex fact number 3, shaft. Sex fact number 4, penetration.
It was highly effective for about 10 seconds.
Why did he say penetration with so much
distracted by the allure of avocado toast.
Do you guys wanna work for some avocado toast?
All the time.
I have a thing. I have a thing.
That adds up.
Ooh, avocado toast.
Follow me.
Avocado toast.
We require labor, okay?
With enough work, Bad Boy Hollow gained a small amount of information and lost a great amount of toast. Meanwhile, with his new stash of toast and a mission ahead, Slimecicle prepared a new room in the adoption center. A new, strange green egg appeared.
Okay.
Slimecicle used his powers of shape-shifting to transform himself into an egg as a very convincing disguise. It is still unclear what effects this transformation may have on the mental health of an individual.
I fooled him so good, didn't I? Oh, I did so good, Papa. I mean, Quackity.
What?
Throughout the rest of the day, Slimecicle pretends to be an egg named Geg, convincing the other guests with varying degrees of success. On day 33, all guests received a mysterious and frightening message from the familiar duck.
Cheyenne. Status.
Alive?
Alive.
Oh my fucking
Ramon.
god.
Lula.
Hey!
Status.
No! No!
Fear struck all parents as
Who made this? Imagine you gave people eggs, made them to take care of them, and then you show them eggs getting scrambled. That's some sort of goal. You know what I mean? Traumatic. And that's all I'm saying.
they learned that the eggs would all die in 6 days. Fearing that it may be the truth, the parents used what little time they had left to make these last days special.
Right.
Meanwhile, some parents grew suspicious of the nature of the message, but only time would tell what it could mean. On day
Right.
39, while Slimesicle donned his disguise once more, he entered a confrontation that resulted in his death.
No!
This revealed his true identity in front of all the other guests of the island.
Whoa! What the fuck? It's not what it looks like, okay?
An uncomfortable explanation had to follow, which Slimesicle expertly avoided by burying the body so he would not have to answer any questions. Was this the true end of Gig?
What the I feel like I'm watching a movie, chat. I'm so invested. I'm like, yeah, this makes complete sense, and now we're on a boat. The Brazilians? Yeah!
A cargo ship had struck the island. After a heavy storm, the guests discover the crashed remains of the ship and search it for any survivors and perhaps their missing children too.
Cinema!
Struggling through several containers of dangerous enemies, the rescue group discovers the 5 new guests of the island.
Vamos,
This was
vamos!
QSMP Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next news.